A Stargate character you wish you had played?
General Hammond.
A cast or crew member you could always confide in?
Cast and crew, Don. Don Davis, yeah, he was the best.
Fire.
Don was an old friend of mine. It was always great fun, and I always loved he had this sort of Eeyore attitude towards life. You know something, Garry? Things that could be bad, but, well, they could always be worse.
Oh my God.
I mean, even worse. No, he was wonderful. I loved Don. He was great.
The deal made by our government,
I'm
General.
aware of every aspect of the arrangement, Colonel. Ah, Jack, come in. Colonel, you know Colonel Chekov, the Russian envoy to the SGC?
We've met.
Colonel Chekov feels that as a symbol of our joint efforts, a Russian officer should be assigned to join SG-1.
Over my rotting corpse, sir.
How did you meet Don?
Don? I met Don when he was the stand-in on MacGyver, and we both had the same agent, and I really liked him. I thought he was just the nicest guy and very, very talented. He had an incredible artist, and I've always had an envy of people who can draw. Because I can't draw to save my life. Well, I tried to, but I can't if I'm very scientific about it. But he was a very talented artist and a carver and a good actor. And so we used to hang out, you know. And one time, I coaxed him into doing voiceovers because he was he wanted to be a voiceover guy. So I said, "Come on over. We'll teach you how to be a voiceover guy." He goes, "I think I can do this. Not a problem." I don't know how I did, but I said, "Yeah, but you got to pronounce the words and you got to speak. You know, got to speak within this amount of time." I said, "I don't talk that fast."
I've been relieved of command. What? The president has effectively shut down the SGC for a 3-month review process, during which time a newly formed government department will take the place of Stargate Command.
But he was very good, and he eventually did a lot of voiceover, and he was just one of those guys who when you met him and you immediately felt comfortable with him. So it was great just to hang out and chat.
Hello, Jack. Come on in.
General. Good to see you're keeping busy.
Because he was like, Eeyore. Oh no, not again. Here we go. And I said, "Come on, you've got the greatest job in the world. You get your family. You got a nice house." He goes, "Well, if I had your money, I'd burn mine." You know, he's one of those kind of guys. It was very funny.
But very self-effacing.
Yeah.
And he could do anything. His woodwork was nuts.
I know,
He could
that's
draw.
what I'm
It's
saying.
like, dude, what acting was like 10th on his list, you know? It wasn't something that he intended really to do. He fell into.
Yeah, but he had his degrees in art from university. He sort of slipped into acting, and it just fit right. And when I remember him on that Twin Peaks, he was just so great on Twin Peaks. His monologue was fabulous. I love that.